If you're running PPC ads and you're not sure what your landing pages look like on mobile for Android or Apple and desktop, then you are doing yourself a disservice. There is a very good chance that you could be missing something that's going to affect your conversion rate. So that's why today we are going to be talking about Mobile Moxie's new Chrome extension called Page-oscope. It's time for another analytics attack. What's up everyone, I'm Bree E. Anderson and I am so stoked today to be talking to you about yet another awesome Mobile Moxie tool. We are going to be talking about the Page-oscope again. I talked about it as it pertains to SEO in a previous video. You can find that link in the description below. But today we're going to be talking about it as it pertains to pay-per-click advertising, specifically Google ads, but really it could be used for any ad. So let's hop over to the computer and see what this looks like. So in the last video, I showed you how to get the Mobile Moxie extension. Make sure you go and do that. But once you have the Mobile Moxie extension, you can look up anything on the Google SERPs. I went with dog beds because I have 3 dogs and I'm always buying dog beds. And here you will see that all of these listings come up. I'm going to select this listing right here. Once I click this listing, it's going to open up the page for me. And if I go to the top right corner of my Chrome browser, I see my Mobile Moxie extension and I'm just going to click that. Once I click the Mobile Moxie extension, it's going to render that page on my Apple device here. And as you can see, here it is. This is also interactive, so I can scroll up, scroll down. Now what's interesting about this right away is if I had already scrolled down the page, this would just turn white. And I can't, if I click out over through here, I can't really get out of the pop-up. I would have to know that I need to scroll all the way back up to click out of this pop-up. All right, so that's our first issue here. When it comes to conversion rate, users are going to leave your website right away if a pop-up comes up that they can't escape, right? They're either going to close the tab or hit the back button. So that's the first thing already that I'm able to test on here. Now I want to take a look at this page on an Apple device a little bit further. I want to look a little bit further. The first thing that I see, okay, other than the pop-up coming up again, the first thing that I see is that there's no call to action above the fold, right? We do see a very cute picture and some more cute pictures and what the name of the product is and how much the product is, but we don't see a call to action. So from here, I'm not able to do anything really. Now, if I interact with this a little bit lower, okay, now we're starting to get in here. These numbers, they're a little bit hard to read on an iPhone. The numbers are really small. If I keep scrolling down, finally, we are just now seeing the call to action button. I actually didn't even know this was the call to action button. We might want to change the color, right? You want, especially when it comes to PPC and landing pages, you want the call to action to be so extremely clear that users have no choice but to take the next step. All right, we're going to scroll down a little bit further. So we have some blocks of text. Good. It's broken up with a picture here. Gonna keep scrolling. Now we see this is an image here, and this image is almost unreadable on the iPhone. The letters are so small and clumped together that I can hardly read what this says. Again, you know, this is why it's so important that we look at the way things are presented on mobile, but also how they function on mobile as well. Now I can change this over to Android and see how it differs. So on Android, it looks like we're seeing about the same amount of, text. We have to scroll all the way down here to, again, see, so I've scrolled down a little bit. If I didn't know that this was a pop-up, I would assume something had gone wrong. So I'm gonna scroll up here, get rid of the pop-up. And now, yeah, we have to scroll to see the call to action. And this is still just really, really hard to read. So, maybe on mobile, maybe they list these things out and take it out of a picture, which I would suggest doing either way, but this definitely needs to be changed because it's almost, it's just terrible to try and read. And then you can look at it on the desktop. On desktop, the site looks pretty much the same. I will say, this is really small. I would try and make it a little bit bigger. This right hand information with nothing on the left hand, it seems kind of weird. The image is a lot easier to read though. and so on and so forth. So with Mobile Moxie, you're able to render in all of those different ways. You're also able to look at the rendered versus unrendered text if that is helpful for you. And there's a built-in diff checker to see, you know, where the changes in the code actually are. So especially if you are working on conversion rate optimization, I would say that this is going to be an extremely helpful tool. Let's take a look at one more site and see what we can find here. Oh, see, there are some really weird things happening here. I don't know what just happened. Oh, this is... Okay, so I'm gonna hit no thanks here. Again, those pop-ups, make sure those pop-ups make sense on your mobile site before allowing them to go live on your mobile site. All right, we can also see this header is covering the name of the product. I'm gonna close that out. Review highlight. So I don't even know really what this product is because it says the name here, and then it has an image and a review. Now I see the name of it, Tough Rip Rectangle Pillow Dog Bed. And I see the price, and that's it. This to me does not say buy, right? Let's see, scroll down. Okay, now we're getting some images, okay. Large, XL. And see, if I'm changing this, here I can't see the product. I can't see the product and change the colors, which isn't very user-friendly, right? Like I'm gonna have to keep scrolling up and down to see the different sizes and the different colors. Not super helpful. We've got some customization options here, which are kind of hidden, but alas, here we go. We're gonna take that off. Scroll down. Okay, we have core features, sizing, description. Okay, all of this seems pretty easy to read so far. Care, sweet. Certified bead core, true proof promise, great. Image text is a little hard to read, but overall, pretty good, minus this player error. So this is what it looks like on iPhone. Again, let's take a look on Android, what happens. Again, we have this pop-up that is really hard to interact with here. I'm gonna say no thanks. And this first image that looks like it's just showing us a review here. Then we see this. Yeah, we can't see the product and the image at the same time. So I can't easily make a decision as to what I want without scrolling up and down. Okay, so on desktop, the banner makes sense. This makes sense now. Okay, this pop-up still doesn't make sense, but no thanks. But, you know, I can see the images while I am toggling between the different options for the colors, the sizes, etc. And the user experience makes a lot more sense. So again, if you are running, so for dog beds, let's see, it takes, so the average cost per click for the keyword dog bed is $2.50. If you pay for 10 clicks before you get a purchase, that's $25. But if you have to pay for 100 clicks because your conversion rate is not very good, then you're looking at $250 for a single conversion. That's why it's so extremely important to make sure that your pages are rendering correctly on different devices and that they're interactive and user-friendly on your different devices. And Mobile Moxie's Page-oscope is created just for helping you test out those different renderings and making sure everything is working properly. If you like this video and you want to see more about different digital marketing tools and analytics tools to add to your tool belt, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And thanks once again to Mobile Moxie for another amazing partnership.